Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. It's been a minute since I've posted, obviously, first of 2024. Uh, I got something new. So this is the first chance I get to get in the shop and start playing with it. And I've purchased a new vessel. So let me run you through what I've done so far and what I want to do. I was going to take it out today and take it for a quick ride, but decided, you know what? I'm going to finish it up first to what I want to get it to for now. And then have to modify my kayak trailer now because this thing is a beast and it's kind of tough to load the way my trailer is situated. I used to carry, like I carry four, I have Pelicans. So they're a lot lighter and it was built to carry 4 or 5 of them at a time. So I'm going to modify the trailer today. I think I'm going to do a little stuff. Then next weekend, we're going to get out and play with it. So let me show you all what I've done so far. All right, so here it is in all her glory. I picked up the Jackson Big Rig FD. So here she is with her drive. She's a bit of a mess. I've got some bags and so forth here that I haven't taken out, but she's a monster. Got the little hatch here so I can access my pedal and do service on the prop, or I can pull off weeds. That was one really big thing I really liked. Of course, the seat. I have a little adjusting to do in the seat back here. Now I've got to adjust this so that it's nice and tight in the back and so on and so forth. I will get to that. So I've got, of course, my Yak Attack net, just kind of placing things, my net, and of course my black pack. I did install it so that it opens up towards the back. I think I like this. That's the way I want it. Because the other way, so it's a 13 by 16. If I turn it the other way, because I want my rods on the sides, it's too wide. The rod holders just don't fit quite well. This here, I have just enough room that everything fits well. So I'm going to leave it like this. I got to have 2 rods on each side. And it closes down really nice. Locks. I mean, it's got these locks, right? So it latches up. So I'm really happy with that Yak Attack purchase. So that's what I have so far. So back here, I haven't done anything. I've taken all that bungee cord off. I really haven't figured out how to mount it down. I mean, they have the mounting screws. Let me get the net out of the way here. So I haven't figured out how to. You can latch it down from here, like you have the clips that hook into here and then it hooks to the track. But I don't know if I'm even going to attach it down. I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, I know it's empty right now, but it's not going to really go anywhere. Especially when it's loaded down with a little bit of gear. I mean, it's just going to sit in there. I don't feel that I need to mount it down. And I'm thinking I might take a piece of this cord and create myself a bungee that, using these bungee clips, I mean, they loosen up and they come right out. But I might make myself a bungee that if I ever hit a day where she's rough water, it's time to go back in, I can lean back, I can slide these in the tracks, tighten them down, put it just over the box to hold it down because I'm hitting rough waters and we're heading home. I think I might do that. I'll just keep it in the box as a storage thing. But otherwise, I really don't think that box is going to move. So I'm going to give it a try, but I think I will make an emergency reserve bungee that I can strap over in the track, slide it up here, put the bungee over the box, and it'll be nice and tight. Just to hold it in while I'm traveling in rough water. So I put that on. Of course, I put the Yak Attack rod holder. Now, this rod holder, I think, is going to be positioned for when I do catch a fish. I can just stick my rod in there out of the way, hold it up. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. It's on a track. I've got my Yak Attack. Gosh, I can't remember the name of them here. Geez, they're called with the sidearm and the grips here for my paddle. So I bought the ones with the sidearm so it extends it out off the kayak. Works really well, really stable. So from there I move on. I picked up the Yak Attack fish finder holder because I'm running the Garmin Striker 4. So it's got the round base mount. Everything worked out well. I mean, I can pop it off, but I mean, it's got this clip, and you pinch the clip, and I can actually pull it off, take it away. That was I'm happy with that. I really am happy with that. Because I didn't really want to drill any holes in the kayak. I haven't figured out what to do with my Tightline anchor yet, as I have the old Green Hornet. She's still staying part of the fleet. Unfortunately, she's being stripped of some of her items, but she will continue to have all the rails and everything on it. So that, because I will use this in certain situations. I mean, there's some places where I go that it's pretty swampy and downhill that I don't think I can take this monster down the hill or get it back up. It's 150 pounds loaded. 13 and a half feet long. She's big. She's a monster. Like, you really have no idea compared to this. And I will do a side by side outside. This is my Green Hornet, my Pelican Vanquish 12-footer. I love this. This is all I knew, and I still will use it time to time. And I'm definitely going to use it when I go just kayaking with my wife out, leisure kayaking. So I've stripped her of a few items, but I'm going to keep most of it on so I can still use it for fishing situations. So back to the other one. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Tightline anchor yet. I'm only going to run about 20 feet of rope, 15. I'm not going to use my anchor more for bed fishing, shallow situations. I'm not going to anchor in 20 feet of water. Like, it's just the way it is. I mean, now with the pedal drive, I can control more, but I don't need a lot of rope. So I'm not sure yet of what I'm going to do with it. I know I want to keep it here. This is where it will sit while I'm out. But I've got this empty piece of track. I don't know. I know that a Yak Attack has a cleat. I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route or what. I don't really want to add too much yet. I mean, I did buy the scuffer plugs just to have them. I only have 3. There's one there, and one there. So I'm going to think about the Tightline anchor situation. I'm not sure about it yet. Another thing I really love about this kayak is I'm a tall guy, but I have a tall body, short legs. Kind of weird, but it is. So, I mean, I can drop this to a lower level, right? I don't know if I'm trying to see here. So, or I can bring it back up to the higher level, right? Plus, I can still slide it back and forth. Like, the whole seat slides back and forth on its proper track, like the track slide forward. So I have to get out in the water and adjust to my feet. So again, one big thing I did, I fell in love with the Native Titan X. That's what I was going to lean to after. I first originally seen the big rig back in January. And of course I did love it. It's a beast. And then I seen the new 2024 Titan X. Fell in love with that, but then until I seen this is amazing. So for those of you, I'm not knocking the native crafts, and they're awesome, but when you take out your pedal drive, it comes up between and sits in between your legs here. So you got the whole drive sitting in between your legs. What I loved about this is awesome. I mean, this here, you pull this handle, so you look under the kayak, there's absolutely nothing here, right? I mean, there's that right there. Watch this. There she is. That's 3/4 of the way down. That's all the way down. Deep water. Then I can go to level 1, which is right there. More for shallow running, but still runs. And then I can I can control it, but I can completely lock it away. So now I'm completely flat bottomed, right? That's what turned me on to this. I mean, the drive is an awesome system. It's a belt-driven system. I don't know anything about it yet. I know if I take this off, I pop these 2 wing nuts off. All right. This system, I'm just going to lift it out the best because it's heavy. It's about 15 pounds. That's it. That is it right there. I put that away to travel. I don't know if they have a cover for this. Let's say I just wanted to pedal, or not pedal, but paddle one day. I'm out just using it without the pedals. I don't know if there's a cover that comes over this, or I can get a cover. I don't know if it really matters. But that's the drive system. That is really cool. So according to the specs I've read, one turn of the pedals gives you 12 rips of the prop. So this thing should be extremely fast. I mean, it's so big. I can't get over how big it is. So my plans are to wire this thing. What I love is, again, I don't want to be drilling holes in this. I love the fact that they put this thing here. The wire pre-mounted. I got to figure out how it works. I don't know if I have to drill a little hole in this to run the wire. I don't know yet. I have to push it out. But it's pre-wired for you. So the Garmin, the power wires will come down. I'll run them. I don't know if I'll just run them down the track here or something. I might have to put some screws to hold the wire in here, like just some of those clips, round clips to hold them. But I'm going to run everything into there, and I've decided I'm not a big fan of having a transducer arm off the side. Never been a fan of that. I don't know why. So I am going to go with my old original plan. I'm going to duct seal my transducer right there. Nice and flat. Still should work. That's where I'm going to put it. All the wires will be inside my hull. I won't have anything outside the kayak. I know you can scuffer plug it through the scuffer plug right there. I've seen videos on it. It's still, that didn't impress me. That didn't impress me at all. Having the scuffer plug mount, because the transducer still was like wiggly, and I don't know. I just didn't like that. So I think I'm going to do the duct seal mount in here. Of course, I am going to put a hole in here with a rubber grommet, so that my battery's going to be sitting in here. That's where the battery's going to sit. Transducer is going to be all under there, nice and tucked and clean. I won't get water temperature, which I don't care about, and I won't get speed, which I don't care about. I'll get everything else. So that's what I've done so far. I'm happy with it. I was really hesitant about it, but I'm now kind of glad I did it. Let's just see what I can do with it. I've never been in one of these. I sat in this one for like 15 seconds on the ground. Whew. So that's what we're going to do. So I think today I'm going to finish this up to what I want to get it to. And then over time, I will add to it, of course. I mean, I've got the track here. I've got the little track for my cameras on here, right? So I am going to use my mount up here. Like, I got this backtrack. I've created my own camera mount for now because I'm cheap, and Yak Attack really had an expensive one. But I think what I'm going to do is put this here. I mean, I don't think I can get it in there. I might be able to get it in there right now. Hang on. Let me try. Bear with me on this video here. Sorry. There we go. I kind of got it in. Right there. Okay, so there. I have to just tighten it down, obviously. But I think that's where I'll run my camera mount. Right there. Kind of giving me the front view. And then I will mount one on the front here. I'll have two camera views. This is actually made out of an old hiking pole. And it really worked well. I just got to cut the zip clips. It works well. I got to tighten it down. But yeah, I made it out of a camera mount. I'm cheap. I know. It is what it is. So that's it. That's it. What I've done so far, I'm really excited. Again, I want to get it out of the water, but I think I'm going to finish it up. So here's the drive system. I put some rags in there because there was some water in there from the rain and stuff, and it was only a tiny bit, so I had absorbed it with these. But I got storage back here. Here's the rudder system. Rudder, just pull this pin, the rudder comes out. Really cool. So I can keep some gear in the trunk. I'm impressed. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I fall in love with it. I was always a green camo guy, but I am falling in love with this color. It's called Playa. So kind of funny. It sounds like I'm a playa, but I think it means Playa, like Southern Caribbean Playa. So yeah, that's my Jackson Big Rig. I did name him Diesel. There's the Green Hornet over there. It's staying part of my fleet. Green Hornet is the special stealth ops type dirty places, and the Destroyer. Well, the Destroyer comes out, and when the Destroyer comes out, shit's gonna happen, I guess. Don't know. Never even pedaled it, so going to find out, gang. All right, give me a second. I'm going to show you the mods I want to do to my trailer. Out to the trailer we go, and I'm going to show you the modifications I need to do to my trailer. Maybe I can get some tips from you, because this thing's a monster. So check this out. So here's the trailer. I mean, I just put new fenders on it. So what I think I'm going to do, let me back up so you can get a good view of it, is see I can carry two, I can carry two, I can carry two. I was normally just one and two up top, but I need to make some modifications to it. So what I think I'm going to do is these bars down here at the bottom, I'm going to cut about 7 inches off, cut it off. Okay, sorry, blurred you out there. Cut it off. I'll lift that rack off, hang it up, and what I'll do is I'll weld like a 12-inch piece of rod, so big thick rod in there in the 1x1, sticking up about 6 inches. I'll be able to put those racks back on, 2 bolts through it, and still be able to use the upper racks whenever I want them. So I will remove both upper racks, make them removable, and then I think I'm going to take these gray pots off, and I'm going to take my runners here. I'm going to bend them in a little. I mean, the Jackson, I think it wouldn't hurt to bend it. Then I'm going to take a nice round piece of 1.5-inch PVC pipe, just shave the bottom of it off, like cut it so that it's like I've took a slice out of it, and then I'm going to stick it over top of this whole 2x4 and screw it in so that I have plastic runners. And I think, so then I'll be able to put the kayak end of it on there, slide it up by hand, but it's really hard with these in the way right now. Like I'm trying to get in there and it's really tough. It's heavy, so I got to go round and around and around and around to pick it up. So I'm just going to run 2 plastic PVC runners, just cut the bottom of the pipe off, and it'll be like a U shape. I'll put it on, I'll screw it in from the sides, make 2 nice runners. I'll tilt these in just a wee bit, and I think that will work out really good. And like I said, when I want to take out the Pelicans, I put these bars back on, put the 2 nuts and bolts in it, tighten them down, and those bars should be great to put the Pelicans back on and go out for a day rip. And then I can go back to just the flat trailer for the big rig, and that's it. She fits right up to the tip of this box. I'm going to be changing out that box for a better Packer box. I mean, the Packer box, all it holds is my tire iron. All it holds is the tire iron and gear. But it got wet inside there this year because there's a crack in the lid. So I'm going to change that out. But the big rig comes right up to about here, and it still sticks out about 3 feet at the back. So I think I'm going to do those mods today and just make it easier on me to load and unload it. Any suggestions from any of you would be pretty cool, but I mean, I think that's the simplest way for me to do it. I still got my tie downs, and then when I go to tournaments and stuff, I just take the big rig with me. So that's one job today, and I'm going to work on the finishing up the kayak. So that's my simple video for now, guys. I love it. She's an absolute monster. I'm going to finish up the wiring of the transducer and so forth right now. And then hopefully next weekend I can take it out and play, try, test. I really don't regret this purchase. This was, yeah. I mean, I do have these rod holders right here, the flush mounts. So, I mean, I can carry the extra rod. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I want. I'm not going to use these where you can stick the rods down into the tips and the pipes. So I'm not going to use those. I've taken those off. They're right here. They come with, I can always, they're just rod clip holders. I'll put those away. I also have the Taco rod clip holders that go in the tracks here, right here in the tracks, but I didn't like those. I went with the Yak Attack Roto grips. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today, gang. A little mods, and hopefully next week I can hit some video of me riding it. I do have a speedometer on my iPhone, so I'm going to see what kind of max speed I can get out of it. Fully unloaded, like I'll go out with just paddle, minimal gear, and see what kind of speed I can get out of it for fun, because apparently it's fast. So anyways, that'll be it for this video. I'm going to post it to my YouTube channel, and I'll put all the links in it. But I appreciate everybody who was involved in this. Zach at Frontenac Outfitters, thank you very much for your kindness, generosity, your patience, and of course a big shout out to Mr. Aaron Dodds, who was super excited, so excited he drove all the way down there to be with me to get this and help me rig it and pick things for it. And I mean, that was like 4 hours out of his day, 2 hours from where he lives to 2 hours back home. So thank you, Aaron. And again, an even bigger shout out to my wife, who puts up with my shenanigans, man. She's a good lady, and she really wanted me to have this. I was hesitant. I kind of fought back. Everyone thinks I was crazy because you don't see too many women who will just tell you to drop $6,000. You got to do it. So I appreciate her. I think I'm going to be happy in this. And don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not counting out that little guy. That little guy got me started in this crazy world of kayak fishing. So we'll see you all out in the water.